Hello and welcome to another edition of Fix 64. I'm Darren Hadley. And today I'm going to introduce the Wokyis M5 retro dock for the Mac Mini M4 and M4 Pro. If you've been keeping an eye on YouTube, I'm sure you've seen a few YouTubers already covering this, but heck, it's so cool I wanted to do it too. So yes, anyway, it's this version's the 13-in-1 10 gigabit per second. There's also a 14-in-1 Thunderbolt 5 version that's 80 gigabits per second. So, and this one's available this month, I believe, and the Thunderbolt 5 version is October. So I'm not sure if they're still on schedule or what. It's a Kickstarter. They already got their funding. Looks like production's happening. Got our samples. That's cool. So yeah, this is a really cool thing. I really wanted one of these, and I'd like to thank Wokyis for sending it over to me. Okay, let's get to the unboxing, and then I will go over the ports, and then we will hook it up to one of my minis and give it a try. I can't wait. So yeah, you always have to watch me open stuff like a child on Christmas. Instruction user manual right up front. Let me see what the best way. Oh, just lift. Okay. Okay. I love this thing. I'm like a kid in a candy store, right? Awesome. There's the 5-inch display. Looks like some display brightness buttons up here. Okay, and then let's see, we have two USB-A 10 gigabit per second ports here. We have an SD micro SD card reader 4.0 here. One USB-C 10 gigabit per second port here. Then on the back, we have two more USB-A 10 gigabit per second ports. We have an HDMI in. We have a host, USB-C, and a 5-volt 3A power input USB-C, and a 3.5 millimeter earphone jack. On the back here, this is where you can put up to 8 terabytes of SD storage. So we will be installing an SD drive in here today too. This is cool. Okay, let's get inside it and see what the accessories are. that bottom just pops off. Alright, we have a couple of thermal pads, screwdriver, looks like an SSD screw, USB-C cable, shorter one, and another long one. I'll have to look at what the different sizes are. This one is a 100 millimeter USB-C to USB-C for external power and charging. This one is an 18 millimeter 10 gigabit per second USB-C to USB-C cable for the connection to the Mac Mini. And this one's a 100 millimeter 10 gigabit per second USB-C to USB-C cable for another laptop desktop connection. So yeah, you can use the dock for anything really. Okay, I believe this is magnetic. Oh yeah, very nice. It's also a heatsink. Very heavy. Okay, and here is where your NVMe drive goes. It supports M.2 2230, 2242, 2260, and 2280. And speeds up to 10 gigabits per second, and it only supports NVMe standard, which most everything's, a lot of that's all there is nowadays, so that's cool. And I will go grab a drive. Okay, I grabbed a Fixture P7000 Pro that I bought. 2 terabytes. And we are going to put that in here. So this is a new edition of Watch Darren Put on a Thermal Pad. And on the bottom. And then put one on the top. Nice thermal sandwich. And I should have put that on first. Oh. Oop. Put that in there. And then get ready to screw it down. Very nice. And the magnetic heatsink. Or I don't know if it's magnetic, but it seemed like it was. Okay, and there we go. We have 2 terabytes in there. I think it is time to go to the desk. I'll set it up and we'll go from there. Okay, I set the Wokyis up. Yeah, all I had to do is put my Mac Mini under there, connect a USB C cable that does DisplayPort, and stuff to my USB-C in the monitor, and then connected it back to my Mac Mini, and connected the Mac Mini to the Wokyis, and then everything seems to be running fine. Yeah, we still have to lift up the back for the power button, but you know, that's Apple's fault. So let's get into it. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to initialize the drive inside. Also, I was looking at the instructions, and I think you can just use one of the thermal pads that come with it. I used two, and yeah, I think you only need one. Okay, bong. Oh, look at the little hello, like the classic Mac. And we are in. Oh, yep. Initialize this. Found the fixture P7000 Pro. Let's initialize it. Okay. I was able to initialize the storage. 2 terabytes. Very good. And then down here, let me zoom in. I set up widgets on the Wokyis, which is really cool. So not only do I have an awesome dock, I have a little screen that displays information I need. I mean, you can use it for anything. It's really cool. So this is my new Mac Mini setup. I'm gonna leave it like that. All right. I think we'll do some speed tests on the internal storage of the Wokyis. Yeah, it's the 10 gigabit per second version, so I don't expect it to get Thunderbolt 5 speeds, but yeah, let's try it. So let's select that. And see what we come up with. 970? Yeah, that seems about right. The other docks that we had that were 10 gigabits per second were right around this. So, yep. Very good. It's fast for storage, or external storage anyway, and you know, if you're like someone who needs it to be like 3,000 megabits per second or whatever, then you know, get the Thunderbolt 5 version. If you're a home user or something, this is awesome. Let's try a 64 gig file. Okay, we got 971 for the sequential read. Okay, and we have 998.84 for the write. So, cool. Very awesome. And I just love how I can glance over there and see the news stories and the clock, calendar stuff, weather. Well, you know, widgets. And you can use it for performance type things and stuff like that, like temperature, all kinds of stuff. It's endless. So, cool. Okay, I just plopped my SD card out of my Sony camera. Let's put that in. Shows right up. Right there. All the photos come right up. Very nice. Let's see, what else should we do? I think that's about it. Yeah, it's pretty neat though. You can run it as a, it's like a monitor, move the widgets around. I love it. Thank you, Wokyis, for sending this wonderful, wonderful little dock over. I'm really happy about it. I guess that wraps this video up. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. I'd also like to thank Wokyis again for sending this over for us to look at and play with. And I'd like to thank my subscribers and my viewers. And if you want to be notified of future videos, please click the bell button. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you.